Let's get into this.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the Bravery podcast.
Is it 4?
Episode 4. Officially.
Nice. Yes.
Because, well, we can't keep doing a recap
Yes,
of what
I
we
know.
did in the previous episodes. But yes, episode 4.
Okay. How long is the season?
It can be as long as you want, right?
Okay. I don't know.
We could do a year.
Oh, wow. That's a long season.
It's ambitious, guys.
Yeah.
It's like television.
Okay.
Okay.
24 episodes.
It's more like telenovela.
Telenovela.
Yeah. Those are long seasons.
You know, like Lost was like a whole
Yeah,
year almost.
but one season?
Yeah. But
Okay.
so this, they had a summer break. And
Oh,
then
yes, they have
and
breaks.
then Christmas break.
The
and
States.
then we take no break.
We
Okay.
take no breaks,
No,
like
there'll
our
be no
regular
breaks.
work schedule. Thank you to everyone who listened to the last episode. We appreciate it. Listen more, share with your friends. Also, thank you for taking our poll, for your comments on the YouTube and the Spotify
And the
accounts.
TikTok.
And TikTok. You'll be seeing more of the TikToks shared on the rest of our social media as well. Any interaction you can give us, we really appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
Now let's get into our first section of the podcast.
Hoochie Daddy Shorts.
What is it?
What are Jose's Hoochie Daddy's shorts this time?
It's just regular shorts.
I can see your religion, girl.
So we got some products from Rogue, and they had teeny tiny shorts.
Where are yours?
We're getting there. Jose's like, we got the things we needed, blah, 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 but I also got these shorts. And I was like, okay, cool. I left yours at the box. So I went to the box to go to see the other products we got and to see said shorts. And I was like, these aren't shorts.
They're called panties.
These are panties.
They're called short panties.
Can you stand up, Miss Thing? Give us a show. Woo!
shorts, is it regular shorts?
Turn around from the front and the back. The Hoochie Daddy's shorts are here. The sun is out. The buns are out. I love. That's going to be the first segment of every podcast from now on.
This is bullying.
It's not bullying.
Yes.
I love it. Well, if we want to talk about bullying,
I'll get them in another color for the next class.
wait
for
till
the next,
I wear them.
for the next podcast.
Then you can bully somebody because those things are. You're gonna have to get a crowbar to pry it out of my butt.
I think I can get one size less.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, I'm into it. That's not bullying. I'm
Yeah,
proud
I
of
don't
you.
care.
Looking good, Jose.
Yeah. I saw people staring today. Almost like what you're wearing is inappropriate.
Yeah, and if you think they're inappropriate on him,
We're in Sweden. It's okay.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
What?
I'm gonna put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're glad to be back for another episode. A lot has happened since we recorded. Don't cut it out. They're fine. A lot has happened since last time.
What happened?
Yeah. One of us got into a large gang fight at a bar.
Yes.
The other one got stuck in a different country. It's been interesting.
What fight did you get stuck in?
I've been telling many, many lies about how I actually hurt my shoulder, and that's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but more on that later.
More on that later.
Yes. He crashed on a bike.
Come on.
That's what happened.
Topic number 1. Why you should move your body, why you should be an active person. What's the reasoning? What's it good for?
Most people tend to start exercising when they get a little older and they're like, oh, my body's hurting. And I cannot move like I used to move before. And then that's the tipping point when all the friends start doing, and they see other friends in the same age trying to do the same. And I mean, exercising is good from when you're a kid. I mean, the longer you do it throughout your life, the easier it is to be sustainable and to have a healthier life and to reduce aging and reduce your tendency to have certain diseases. Or it's always good to do exercise, and it's never too late to be into doing exercise. I mean, you're extending your quality of life.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
You're extending your quality of life. Your mind is clearer. You tend to do healthier choices when you start to work out because you get so used to the benefits of working out that you know that if you have a drink or if you have too many drinks or if you have too heavy of food, you won't perform or get the best of your exercise when you go to the gym. It actually makes you have do and take healthier choices to keep that lifestyle of exercising and living a healthy life.
100%. I am a junk food person. I am a fast food person. I like all that savory, sweet, all the things that are bad for you. But if I know that I'm going to work out, pour it in. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle and being able to work out regularly has really changed that, because it doesn't feel good.
Yes.
It doesn't feel good to be in a workout and to be sluggish. Your fuel that you get from the food, if it's crap, then your workout is crap.
That word it just goes to that video of those ladies that saying like, I feel sluggish and feverish.
No.
I don't know.
Cut to.
I feel feverish and sluggish. I feel feverish and sluggish. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Sorry, I got stopped at sluggish. My ADHD went somewhere else. Yes. My brain went on a trip to watch a video. You get to watch it too.
This is every single day.
He's like, we're going to have a meeting. And then he starts talking and I'm like, oh, yes. And by the way, he hasn't been.
Listen, your ADHD is going to keep me from getting Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Because you make my brain work a lot.
Okay.
I don't think it's ever going to stop working. So thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Everybody needs a friend with ADHD.
Everybody needs an ADHD friend.
And I mean, that runs in my family, so it isn't actual fear, but I think my brain gets so exercised that I really don't need to worry about
Dare
it.
you tell me that I'm a challenge to your fucking life. Fuck you.
I said it with love.
No. It was fucking shady. Fuck. But it's okay. I'll take it. I know what I have and I know what I am.
I hear it now.
It's not diagnosed,
it was
but it's
quite
okay.
shady. That was not kind. But
Shade of it all. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
On that note, could we talk about a little bit ADHD and exercise?
I don't know. You tell us, God.
Yeah.
You're
There's-
the one who is officially.
Yes, I'm the official
There's
one.
two of you in the room. It's not official for you?
No.
Oh, this is just a self-diagnosis.
Yeah.
Self-diagnosed. That's how it all starts.
I am not medicated yet.
She's medicated.
I am medicated. You want some?
You know what it is like having your mind running through 100 things at the same time. So I think exercising also helps to focus on one thing. You know, usually Dom comes like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I was doing this. And then I look up and I saw that and I started doing that. And that ended up in like why are you painting the walls? Yes, because at the end I saw the walls.
One of the walls got
And I
painted.
started to paint it.
It was great.
But
it
I
got
still,
painted. It's
but
lovely.
I still haven't finished the other thing that I started
No,
with.
sure haven't.
Yeah. I find it that when I do a task, it needs to be only that task. And I take a long time doing it, but I do it thoroughly. Because that task evolves into different other things that are connected to that thing. You know? Going back to working out, I think it helps center it all down. It helps to calm the brain, like all the endorphins and all those good hormones that starts to run through your body once you done the workout. Also help to focus a little bit. I think that's the medication, you know. It helps you a lot to get focused in one thing for an hour or two. Then you have to.
Okay, it helps you focus, but
Yes.
then it's not during the whole day. But do you feel like if you don't exercise, it could
Yes,
be, let's say, worse?
it'd be the whole day will be into running into all the different tasks without finishing one, or fighting with the procrastination. So you get tense because you know that you have to do this thing and you know that you can do it even in 1 second, but you still don't do it because it's so stressful that I have to go in and do it. And
I mean, that's wild to me. That's
it
so much
freaks me
pressure.
out. Like I could have like, let's say, I don't know, an email of a bill to pay, you know, and I see it that it come. I could just go in, open the thing, pay and everything. I still do it on the same day or whatever. For some reason, I just cannot do it right away. You know, it's like no, I'm gonna do this first, and I'm gonna do that. But it's just like I don't know why is that. It's like a little aversion to finish the task or to do it, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I cannot explain it what it is, but I do them all, and
Yeah, it gets done. It's
yeah,
not like
it gets done right. It gets done right away, you know. But I let it. I have to, for some reason, let it fester in my head for at least a half day.
But moving your body and staying active helps you focus?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does a lot.
Interesting.
Question for you, Don. Can you notice something different with Jose if he doesn't train or work out as usual?
I would love to answer your question, God, but there's not a day that goes by that this guy isn't doing some sort of exercise.
That's why he's so fit.
I'm like, my God. You know, he to be really honest, there really isn't a day that goes by that he's not doing something physical or exercise related. So I've not seen him without the exercise benefit in a real way. I've not seen it. So please, I mean, the focus is great. Keep it. You found your thing. And that's for everybody. I mean, you have to find, we said it last podcast too, what works for you and keep doing it.
And keep doing it. Exactly. Is that one thing, like I said, fitness. Fitness is anything that you find that you want to come and do it over and over and over again because you're getting the benefit and you're motivated to do it. You know, motivation is a big part. A lot of people say, I don't feel like it. You know, when you find that person that thing that makes you feel like it, don't let it go. Yeah. That's what it is.
No, it's true. I think, and you touched on it, motivation is huge. It's a really big part of changing your lifestyle to be more healthy and to live a healthy way of life.
Yeah.
But motivation is hard.
Everybody has different ways to motivate themselves. You know, that's also key to find a way to motivate yourself. Some people motivate themselves with satire, or I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, we'll find different ways to motivate ourselves to do things. Yeah, having a goal in mind is like, okay, this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to look, or this is my specific goal is either losing weight or I don't know, getting legs or getting arms or getting this or getting that. And then finding a path. Find somebody that helps you get there. Sometimes we think it's enough with watching, okay, I want a bigger booty, so I'm just gonna go on YouTube and watch videos and try to do it on my own. Yes, you might have a chance to do it, but most certainly you will not progress the right way because everybody works in different ways. You cannot do my workout and get the same benefits that I do. I need to find a workout that works for you. You know, I need to see how your body moves, how you process your food and everything. So it's always good. I know sometimes you think, but I don't want to spend the money. But sometimes if you want better results and you want to do it, excuse me, you want to do it in a safer way, you have to find somebody that helps you. You have to find somebody that has the knowledge to help you go through the process that you want to go through, whether it's, like I said, a specific goal that you have in fitness, whether it's in your body, whether it's preparing for a race, whether it's preparing for anything.
Right.
It's better to find people that know what they're doing, that can help you to find the weight for you and to do it in a safer way and to do it faster as well than you would do on your own, because you'll be guessing a lot.
And then once you find it, I want you to give yourself 2 weeks. That's what I say to most people who come through the door. Do this for 2 weeks. Come here a couple of times, 3 times for 2 weeks. Because then you're like, oh,
yeah,
I get it.
Yes.
I understand. So then your motivation changes from let me get there to let me be there. And then once you're here, it's like, let me be better about being here. The shift is real. We've seen the shift a million times.
I think that's the most rewarding part of this job, is to see that the shift in people and how they think they have this goal and they start with that, and then that goal shifts into something totally different.
Right.
And it keeps evolving into more things and more things, but it's never that first goal because you don't have a clear idea of what you want.
Right.
Or how to achieve it or anything, but it becomes something that you need, and not only that, there's a part of self-confidence that they become friendly. They get a community that supports them.
The wall is broken down.
Yeah.
That the fear and the anxiety and all of that is gone.
Mm.
God, you said you had a friend?
Yes. He wants to have a family, he wants to find a partner, well, he's looking for female and want to have kids and all that, but he's kind of stuck in a
Then I
loop.
don't care.
Oh, okay, no, he's gay.
We're back in. We're back in.
Okay.
Huge.
You got
We're
me.
back in.
Yeah.
Third leg.
Yeah. Oh my God. God, we're back in. We're back in.
Anyway, but it's just kind of thinking about other people like being more like, especially in Sweden, being like single or kind of in your own bubble. Like you go to work, you go home, you're not really social. And he kind of lacks the motivation to start training. Or he say, oh, I got it, I'm going to fix it, I'm going to do it. And then it goes like 1 week and then it's like, meh. And he doesn't really have any other social groups in that sense. So I want to talk about that, like because of it could be tips from you, or motivation, or like if you see the change in people. Like
Go, find a community. Find a community gym. You know, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's Zumba, whether it's paddle, whatever it is, find a community gym that you enjoy doing. You know, outdoor Zumba, whatever it is, a game, a sport, anything that is community based will help that. You know, especially the social part. If you're isolated, especially here in Sweden, a lot of people tend to isolate themselves. And if they move cities, they don't have their core friendships that they create earlier in life. That I think that's a big part of it, because it becomes a support system, and it becomes a checks and balances systems. You know, because even if you're at home, you're like, and then, you know, Sven called you and it's like, hey,
I haven't seen you
where are you?
A couple of weeks.
I'm
yeah.
coming by. Let's go to Brave.
Right.
Or let's go to Paddle. Let's go to
Exactly.
this. And then let's go. And then you come and have fun, and then you go out with your friends. And I think that helps a lot. A community-based environment is always good for that type of person that is struggling with social relations and fitness.
Yeah. You know what sucks though? There has to be that one time that person says, okay, I'll do it. Because as much as I want to go to your house and pull you away from your computer screen and out of your bedroom, not only is that not necessarily my responsibility, but if you don't self-motivate from within for that like 10% to just get out the door, then it's going to be brutal.
There needs to be a decision. There has to be a decision. There needs to be a personal decision to do it. Fitness is like languages. You need to want it. You need to want to do it for certain reasons, whether it's health or whatever it is.
Is that why I can't speak Swedish?
And in languages, because you really want.
Because I don't want it?
Yes.
Just kidding. Jag pratar lite svenska.
Nej.
lite svenska.
Han kan inte. Nej.
Welcome to Swedish for Beginners with Jose and Dominic.
Tack så mycket.
Ja, tack. Vi ska nu prata om.
Bra.
Okay, sorry Jose, what were you?
I forgot. I mean, like I said, the community part helps, but you have to, it's like when they tell you, you know, the cliche stuff, like you have to recognize that you have a problem kind of thing. But that is like, you need to, okay, I'm going to give it a try.
Right.
But you have to decide that you're going to give it a try. I cannot force you to give it a try, because then you won't give it an honest try. You'll be like, he forced me to come to this. I guess I'll do it, whatever. But if I tell you to come and you're like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. That honest try is a big component on actually doing something and testing it to see if you like it or not. You know, it's like testing food.
Yeah.
You know, you have to taste stuff that you don't like and that you like, that you find. Maybe you find something that you really, really like. And some people are afraid of different types of food, or don't like to try many things, or they think that they're picky. And if they give a chance to something else, they might be able to expand what they eat.
If you're listening to this or watching this and we're talking about you directly, I dare you. I dare you to come here. Just one time, I double dog dare you.
You can write to us. You can write to us on our TikToks and our social media. Hey, I did this today, guys. Is this good? Or if you have any questions, just send us questions. Hey, I want to do this. How do I go about this? Or this is my goal. How do I do it? I will try our best to help you or to guide you on what to do or where to go. But feel free to send us questions, complaints.
You can keep your complaints, but in the message, do say that you're taking my dare. Tell us that you watch this or you listen to this.
And let me know if you still want me on hoodie shorts. Or,
Yeah, well, that's happening, whether
not.
you want it or not. Hoochie daddy. Anyway,
Not the hoodie
take the
shorts.
dare. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Do it. So I think another way to motivate yourself once you're kind of in the mix is to have some preset goals, things you want to achieve, and to definitely write them down and keep track of them. I know for me personally, when I first started CrossFit, it was to be good at CrossFit. You know what I mean? To understand the movements and to take what I already knew about fitness and kind of like mold myself into a bit of a CrossFitter, if you will, just to understand the sport and to be fully kind of immersed in it. Once that started to feel like it was happening, then little sub goals came up, right? I wanted to be good at certain movements. I wanted to be lifting heavier. I wanted to be faster on the machines. Finding those little things, those little milestones end up being extremely motivating because you go from one to the next to the next to the next, but they also naturally just pop up.
Yep.
I had one goal, be okay at CrossFit. And now it's like, great, here comes all of these other things. Learn the snatch, be in the 100 kilo club. Like that whole, it multiplies on top of itself.
Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
That's
You're
it.
allowed to talk.
What?
You're allowed to talk.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Yup.
Yeah. Yes.
Boom.
A lot of us, before you're going into your fitness journey, a lot of people have a distorted version of what they want, you know? we all been influenced by social media, marketing, anything, you know, all the stuff that you see, all these perfect bodies and this all stuff. I mean, technically anything is achievable. Technically, it is really hard. Like, I mean, if you want to live on this super ultra defined body that has all the abs and everything, you have to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, you have to eat at certain times and eat certain things and manage everything that you intake. Is a constant living around that part. But I mean, you can engage to whatever type of, like, if you just want to be healthy and be better, fitness, you can do so many things with fitness. For me personally, before I started into fitness, I was chunky.
Come on.
Chunk.
Ugh.
Yes.
I hate that.
Yeah.
You
I
weren't
was.
chunky.
I was fat.
Oh, my Lord.
The dread word of the fitness.
Yeah, we don't say the F word.
No, not the F word. I was fuck. No. Please, we'll edit this.
No, we won't.
It was fine as hell.
There it is.
Yeah, I was big. I was very introverted somehow. Yeah, I was like in
Believe it
myself.
or not.
Yeah, believe it or not. When I eventually started fitness, then everything started to change. But I think you never forget about being big.
No.
And you never, no matter how fit you get, you will never see yourself as like just looking like, I look good. I don't. It's always a constant fight with your head of like, it's not enough. This other person looks better, or this thing looks better. You learn to live with that demon that you tell them is like, Becky, shut the fuck up. And then Becky sometimes shut up, and then sometimes she starts talking. But you just tell her to shut up, and then you have to look at yourself, and you have to listen. You have to learn to listen to your friends and to other people. Not that they're gonna lie to you just to make you feel better, but you can tell when people tells you things to make you feel better, and when people tells you things because they're just saying it. So you have to stop listening to Becky and listen to other people, you know, because the outsiders see you in a different way that you can ever see yourself. And that's the real that you should take, especially if you have that constant reminder. If you were that big person before, you would never see yourself perfect or in your ideal way that you want to be. You will never see it, no matter how fit you are, no matter how good you look.
I think that's the word, perfection. And that's the problem with body image, is like none of us are ever going to be our version of perfect.
Yes, exactly.
And we kind of have to be okay with that. And it takes a really long time to get to an okay place with that idea. It's really hard. I'm not there. That's for sure.
I've never been.
Right. We have people who come into the gym and they look at us and they're inspired by our fitness because we work really hard to be at this level and to feel good about what we're doing as far as exercise is concerned. And that is a good motivation for them. So it's like, it's always greener on the other side, right?
Yes,
the grass
exactly.
is always greener across the street. You never know what somebody else is going through. You never know what somebody else's body image is like. However, we are all fighting the same fight.
Yep.
Against
Becky.
Not seeing, against Becky. Against, yeah. Well, she's got to go.
Becky's a
Against
bitch.
what you see in the mirror.
Hello, who is this? So my husband calls at the most special hours. Hello, you're on speaker. So I don't know. We're recording right now. What do you need?
Okay.
Oh, my
How dare
goodness.
Talk to you later. Bye.
you? Bye.
He may have been joking, but that is an actual call he would make.
Yes. Yes. This was a joke, but that's the type of calls
That's
he makes.
definitely the type
Yes.
of call that he makes.
So what happened in the sink? Did you get tired?
Brutal.
Did you get tired?
Oh.
What do you just left stuff? In the
Yeah.
Well, come on. His brain moved on to the next thing.
sink? Yes.
That sink was not important anymore.
I'm like, ooh, Lego.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh, there's nuts there. I'm gonna have
I'm
some.
going to sit down and have some.
I should watch the news with the nuts. And then it's like, oh my God, it's time to go. Go.
Ring,
Yeah.
ring. Yeah.
Yeah, he will never understand that.
Look, my body image sucks. If we want to go through a list of my insecurities, I'm too tall, I'm too big, I don't fit anywhere. Like it can I know, it continues.
First time I saw you, I was like, this is a man.
I am a petite waif of a man.
Somebody's gonna write, it's like, you can fit here.
Oh no. Save that for the brave OnlyFans.
Yeah, please send pictures where Dom can fit in.
I mean,
Do not send Okay, send pictures.
Okay,
Yes.
send them.
Yeah.
no, but what I'm saying is the mountain is high for all of us.
Unsurmountable.
How do you fight it?
When you go and you give it a try, an honest try to something related to fitness, you start having all this little, it's like, okay, no, it's not this. Then I'm going to get better at this. Then I'm going to do this. You start creating your own mini goals all the time. I think that's
And
one
then it's
thing.
like, look at my legs.
Yeah.
Look at my chest.
Yes.
Oh, that feels great. Look at my arms. Oh, okay. I'm getting healthier.
I
getting
have so much
stronger.
energy at work.
I have so much energy. I'm so much happier.
Yeah, I'm not angry
That's
at my
what
coworkers.
fights the body image crap.
Yeah.
All the happy benefits that you get from just doing it.
Because you're in a good mood all the time.
Because you're in a good place.
Yes. It's like Legally Blonde. Happy people don't kill people.
And we can end the podcast right here.
She could.
Jose just quoted Legally Blonde. Was that the first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay, it was the first one. Good. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your day. Ooh, girl.
Happy people don't murder people.
I'm sure they don't.
That's what it said.
So, sounds, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds true.
Smart blonde girl.
And you co-sign on that. Okay.
I haven't actually seen the movies.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to.
So I get compliments of my legs. Even you said, I think even you said
you
it.
got
But then
good legs,
directly I'm
Scott.
like, well, my arms is not that big. So because in my mind, like I hear it, I'm like, yes, thank you. And then I'm go with the, I was fat before. That's why I have big legs. Right. So then in my mind, it's like, yeah, no, it's all right. So yeah, it's always, as you said, always there with the perfect.
It doesn't go
body.
away.
Doesn't
And that's
go away.
okay.
Yes, okay.
But you got good
I
legs.
got good legs. But you guys good legs too.
What?
And you can see all of them.
They go all the way up.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, the trip has many it's connected in my brain in different ways. So I went to Lisbon to meet my friend Alison. Hey, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
You're going to have to watch this and comment.
Oh, my. She's got comments.
She's going to make some comments.
She's got real comments.
Yes. So we meet once a year. She's my best friend from Ottawa. She's come here one time. Then another time we met with Dom and her in Barcelona. And this time I met with her and Tim in Lisbon in Portugal. And it was an amazing trip. We had so much fun. And then at the end of the trip, there was this blackout. End of the world shit that happened.
The government first called it a atmospheric phenomenon.
Well, we don't know what they call it because we didn't know.
Yeah, this
There
is
was-
the information I'm getting here in Sweden from the news. Go ahead, sorry to cut you off.
So this is what happened. So we had the flight 3:00 in the afternoon. So we got off. We're on the hotel. We check out. We're gonna we have to take a cab. The lights went off at 11:30 at noon. So we had to be at the airport like at 12:30 or 1, something like that. So we're like, okay, we have to call a cab. So at that point there was some internet. It was in and out, but there was some internet. So we got an Uber, and then we went to the airport. When we got to the airport, the car left us about 1.5K from the entrance of the airport. People were getting off the cars with luggage and walking to the airport because there were so many cars on the road. You know?
Parked.
Hundreds. Parked. It just
And
parked.
with nobody in them.
The whole street was full of cars.
You have video of this.
Whoa,
Yeah.
what is this, an EMP?
No. The cars weren't powerless. They were just stuck because people don't know how to run shit when they don't have lights.
What you said was
I
was
guess.
it 11:30 a.m.?
Yeah, at 11:30. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, so we walk. Okay, like everybody else, we walk with our luggage to the airport, and we got to the airport, and there was thousands of people outside the airport, and the doors were closed. I'm like, aren't we supposed to go? We haven't received any message from the airline right now. I found an entrance on the side through a Starbucks that went inside the airport. So I left him with the luggage, and I went around to see if I could get in, and I got in. So I run back to him, and I quietly say, "Let's go." And he's like, "But where are we going?" I'm like, "Go." Because if you say that,
Right.
there is an entrance right there, everybody's gonna go there. We get in, and then we go up to the security part, and there was no crossing. So it was closed. He's like, "There's nothing coming in or out. The airport is closed.
All of this with no power,
No power."
no internet.
And then we're like, "How much money do we have cash?" Sweden is a cashless society, pretty much.
So we ain't got no dollars.
We we are used to bleep, 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 bleep. And there's no...
I'll swish you.
Yeah, I'll swish you. Nothing. There's no cash here. We don't manage any... It's rare to find a bank machine in Sweden. And over there was hundreds of bank machines, but there was no power.
Oh.
Yes. So no power. And then by the time we got out of the airport, because we're like, "Oh, we have to leave." So we finished that security part. It was closed. Then we walk outside. And then people were starting to scream inside the airport, to having arguments and fight about their flights, or yelling at the counter. So like, "Oh, we have to. I look at him. It's like, we have to go."
We have to go.
So we left the airport and we started to walk outside. And now it's thousands of people walking through the city
Zombie
with the
apocalypse.
with the luggage. You know, yeah, it was the apocalypse. And then walking with the luggage and ravaging everything around. So by the time we got to any store, it's like, "Do you have water?" We don't have any water. There was no water anywhere. People were in their balconies looking at people walking.
What is it? You now walked back.
Yeah, we walked back.
Oh yeah, but you weren't on this trip.
No, I was at home. I've recounted this story a couple times.
But you say Tim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim.
So Tim.
Yes.
It's all the same.
Take him, please.
Yeah. Anyways, so we were walking and we're like trying to let's buy something. At some point we got to a store. It's like, do you have water? There wasn't any water. I'm like, give me a beer and a Fanta.
In that order.
Yes. It was cheaper to buy beer than the fucking soda.
I'm with you.
Yes, it was. The beer was €1.50, and the soda was €2. It was a big beer.
Good.
I had it. I didn't care. So anyways, we had the beer, and for some moment we had Tim got some internet, so we ordered another Uber. But by this time we're like halfway. So we walk almost all the way into the city from the airport. So we took another Uber, and I saw a bank machine, people online. I'm like, okay. And then I told the cab, I'm like, leave me here. And he's like, no, it's not working. And I pay attention to him. I shouldn't have paid attention to him. And he dropped us off. I told him, okay, you move around fix the hotel to see if they say, we don't have any system. We cannot give you a room. Even the hotel where we were staying. So he went around to find out a hotel, and I thought, I'll go to the bank machine. I'm just going to walk until I find one. And I found the same one. And I did a line for 2 hours. And by the time I got to the bank machine, there was 3 people in front of me, but it ran out of money.
No.
So then in the meantime, and Tim recounted this to me, he's going around trying to find a hotel room for them to stay in. People are in line. People are saying, we don't have cash. You can have a picture of my credit card, blah, blah, blah. He finally is like 3rd or 4th in line. The people in front of him got this woman to say, okay, I'll take a picture of your credit card or whatever, and then we'll try to charge you in the morning or whatever. And then it got to him, and she said no to him, and he goes, no. No.
No.
That's not how this is going to work.
You just give it to him.
Yeah. You just gave it to the person in front of me. Whatever. Tim negotiated, and they got a room for the night.
I think the whole issue, it could have been an easier day for everybody if the government at the get-go of the situation should have said to everybody on a text message, we're having problems with the electric, with our electric infrastructure.
But
and
please
we're
read
working,
what the actual text said.
And we're working on fixing it.
Right.
That's it. That could have been like, okay, then everybody will be okay. But when there is no information of what's happening, and we're right now under so much stress of bad stuff happening in the political environment and wars exploding everywhere, in my mind, I love apocalyptic movies.
We're getting there. We'll get to that.
He's like, I'm in one.
Well,
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I'm like, this is the first step of the war. Disconnect people.
Yeah.
There was no source of information. There was no source of information in Portugal. Then Stefan, when he had time, he told me that there was a cyber attack.
That was another report we got here in Sweden, was that first it was a atmospheric phenomenon. Then they erased that, like, no, that's not what it was. And then they were like, well, it's a cyber attack.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not what it was either.
Nobody knew. We didn't know what was happening. And then they cut out the internet. So you didn't have any source of information. I mean.
But you did get a text.
Yes. So eventually, like at 8 o'clock at night.
Wait for it.
I'm guessing they sent it to everybody who was in the country at the moment, because I have a Swedish number. For us, it came in English, which I don't know.
Government's not tracking.
Yeah, government's not tracking. He's not sending English text to any phone that is from outside Portugal.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Okay, where is it?
Have you thought about who's going to play you in the movie?
Here we go.
You didn't hear it?
Power connection is gradually being restored. With serenity, we will guarantee essential services and normalization of the situation in the next hours. This was sent at 9 o'clock at night.
With serenity.
Read once more.
Here.
Power connection is gradually being restored. With serenity, we will guarantee essential services and normalization of the situation in the next hours.
Hell?
I
Like,
know.
what do you
What?
want?
Serenity. No, and that's not the worst. So I came out of the bank machine all sad because I couldn't get any money. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the back street to see if I can find another bank machine or something. And I take the back street and there is this other big line. I'm like, yes, this is another bank machine. It wasn't. It was a grocery store.
Ugh.
And as I go by, people start to push inside and start to yell and shit. I'm like,
Here comes the looting.
I go. Walk faster. They're going to start shooting some shit here.
So what? You had 18 euros
Yes.
between the two of you.
28.
Oh, rich.
Yeah. We started with 24, but then we had the beer and the thing. Lie.
Yeah.
In the morning, before we left to the airport, because we didn't know. It's like, okay, it's just a light.
Wait,
Yeah, we
time
have a little time before we got ready or whatever. It's like, okay, let's go
You're
out
in
and
the next day already.
have breakfast. Oh no, on the first day.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna have breakfast or whatever. So I had like, do you have any cash? When we went to the restaurant, it's like, oh, there's no light, so there's nothing. So I'm like, okay, I have some cash, and I'm like, we should have like this and that. And Tim is like, that's the only cash we have, and there is no light. We should save some. So it ended in 34, and then we went to the airport, and then the whole thing passed.
Stefan and I are here in Sweden, and we're just like, well, it was nice knowing them, I guess. we were scrambling, and we're trying to figure out what was going on, and we didn't hear from you guys until 10:30 that night.
I think that's when the power came back.
That's when internet came back.
Internet came back at 10:30,
Somehow.
and then power came back like at midnight.
Right.
And then we went out right away to find a bank machine and make a withdrawal and get some food and went back in because you don't know what's going to happen.
No,
And I
it's
mean,
terrifying.
everything is closed. And the scary part, especially in the afternoon, was, okay, we need to find somewhere to be in when the dark comes. Because if people are so unsettled right now, when darkness comes, people are going to make,
See?
the best of it.
Look at those scary movies
Yeah.
telling you what to do. You had a plan.
Oh, I had a plan right away. As soon as we got there, okay, you do this, I do that. We'll meet right back. Make sure we meet at this place. So
Bring the dog, I am legend.
it makes it easier to watch those movies because it makes it easier and scary. Scary if you don't know how to manage your nerves, then it might be scary for some people. But for
Yeah.
me, it's just like tools. I'm like, okay, I know what to do, when to just keep calm, do what you need to do, try to get the stuff that you need to get. I found a braver there. How?
What?
Yes. What are the odds? Twice. So we went into this drag show, and then I stood up for some reason, and I hear, Jose? And I'm like, Claudette?
No way.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Claudette and her husbands were there. And then, when I tell you that we were walking back from the airport and we took an Uber and passed by the bank machine,
Yeah.
after that, Tim says like, oh, look who's there. And I just tell the cat, stop. And it was Claudette, and they were sitting on a terrace. I'm like, do you have any cash? Give it to me now. No, they didn't have any, so we just continued, drop at the hotel, and then that's when we separated. And I went to the bank machine,
That's
and
so
he went to
funny.
look for the hotels. I know.
So
what are
funny.
the
Yeah,
odds?
what are the odds? We always know somebody somewhere.
So what have we learned from this trip?
That is really boring to me. Everybody's like, oh, but at least there is worse places to get stranded. I'm like, yeah, there was no beach, there was no sun, there was nothing to do. Everything was, it's not that I was sitting on a terrace drinking fucking sangria. That wouldn't make it fun.
Yeah.
Although I could have dared to do it after when the light came back, but Tim didn't want it to. I want to sit there. I'm like, no.
Do we know today what happened?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they have said
And
it.
I looked.
I don't think they have said officially what happened.
I don't think they will.
No, I don't think they will either.
Because of that, and because I found out that morning, and then I
Mhm.
read some news. Then I thought about, I was like, I need some camping equipment
You need cash.
and cash. Yeah.
You need to have cash, or you need to have some. This was a back reminder of why people save gold, why people save cash, because if some bad shit happens, you're powerless.
Where's my go bag?
You need to have something that you can exchange, whether
That's
it's
wild.
money, whether it's gold, whether there is something that is actually physical that you can exchange for stuff with somebody. you're worthless.
Isn't that wild to think about?
I know, it's crazy. And it's crazy how your mind goes when that happens, you know? Because it's like, do I have to ration food? Oh my God, do I have to ration food? One Pringle at a time. Yes, I ate Pringles.
That's all they had.
Yeah, I know. I sent him with 10 euros to the corner store. And he's like, I did shopping, but I shopped too much, so I had to return some stuff. I guess that's hard when you're used to putting whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, rationing.
He's like, okay. He's like, you have to take something else. Like, okay, I'll take this out. That you were asking about the apocalyptic movies. I sleep with apocalyptic movies.
You sleep to them?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, please elaborate.
Yeah, I sleep to them.
Don't you? Why don't you,
What a
Dom?
lovely transition. This
They have helped me a lot.
over here.
Zombies, dystopian scenarios of alternate worlds, anything sci-fi that is related to world-ending stuff, I love.
Which I love them too.
And it makes me sleep.
But it is not a nap time event.
So there is this specific movie that I watch. So I have many movies.
God.
So my husband is like,
Yes?
when you forget to put turn off on that movie, I get woken up by the sound of the drill open up this lady's brain.
Is this Saw?
No, it's Contagion.
Contagious.
Yes, Contagion. It's like a movie that was done years ago. Is somewhat what would happen in the case of a pandemic. It literally is like it's like seeing coronavirus happening before.
Is that in the same like 28 Days Later family?
No.
Okay.
No, she's a business girl. She goes to China. She goes into
okay.
No, she goes to Macau and she gets sick. She gets sick there. She come here. The WHO is finding out how did she was patient zero. How did she get sick? If it was transferred by other people, if it was from a lab, or if it's happened. So it actually they show at the end that it happens because a bat poop. And the pig ate the poop, and then somebody cooked the pig, and she got sick. The guy didn't wash his hands, and she got sick through him. The first part is like she just dies. You know, she's a healthy woman. She just dies from this flu, and then they do an autopsy, and in the autopsy, they open her skull. So you can hear the pee when they're opening the skull. That was like, I hate that sound.
I don't know anyone who likes it. What the hell?
It's just a saw.
It's just a saw on a skull. So I was very sick. He's like, how are you feeling? Everything's going okay. It's like, yeah, I'm just like watching movies and sleeping and starting to feel better. He goes, oh, I have the perfect movie for you to watch. I'm like, okay, all right, sounds fun.
I just watched it. It wasn't like, I mean, it's an okay movie, but I just thought it's like, it's in the cloud. Just watch it. It was good.
I turned this movie on. The whole first like hour and 15 minutes is quiet, and they're just talking, and it's like blah 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 blah. Oh yes, and then you, and then blah 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 blah. So I fall asleep, and it's lovely, and I don't feel good, and the blankets are up by my face, and I'm just 20 minutes into my sleep. Gunshots. Screaming, knives, stabbing, blood, you name it. Police sirens. I don't know what I thought. I thought I was going to die. Woke me out of, I thought it was a fever dream. But no, it is this movie that I was recommended to watch to fall asleep to. That was supposed to be nice and peaceful and just people talking about what it would be.
No, it wasn't. I never said that. I said it's an interesting dialogue.
They're building up to the gunshot.
They're building up to murdering each other, running around this mansion. And I was like, great, awesome.
Philosophical take.
It most certainly was.
What it will be to volunteer to die because we're overpopulated.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that was the premise.
Oh, crazy.
That's the premise. And then
so if you're ever not feeling well, pop that on.
I'm just looking for the sound. Oh, here it is.
It's empty.
I'm sorry, Stefan. I'm sorry. Oh.
It's okay. They're not murdering her. She's dead already.
She's dead.
Yeah.
But that is still saw against bone.
It's an autopsy. Makes fun about me sleeping to scary or like horror movies or dystopian movies. He sleeps to like 17 fans in his ear.
Me?
Yeah.
No, that's not me. That's Tim.
All night.
Nope, that's Tim.
All day.
I don't do the fan.
All night. So what is it?
I listen to an audiobook and I have a timer on it that it goes off in like 60 minutes.
How much of those 60 minutes do you get to hear?
5. I have been starting the same book over and over for 2 years now. I'm on chapter 3.
You're lying to yourself because you know you're actually at the end of chapter 1, if
Have
any.
no idea what's going on.
What's happening in the book?
No clue.
What is it about?
Before this book, it was Game of Thrones.
And what is this
And
one
I just
about?
let them talk. I don't know. I just let them talk. It's lovely. Listen, if you are sleeping in the same room as you need some sound. I love you. I mean it.
How dare you?
The truth is.
I don't make no sounds.
Thanks, everybody, for listening and for watching. And if you did both, awesome.
I'm going to do that at the end of every episode.
Oh, I hate this. Okay. Stay motivated.
Comment, text us,
Yeah.
like us, ask us any questions that you wanna know. No, not that question.
You can ask that. He'll answer.
Yeah, I will.
We'll respond to anything you send. Feel free to comment.
If you want an advice on what movies to watch when you go to bed,
Don't ask
me.
Jose. Don't
Apparently-
ask him.
Apparently, don't ask me.
No.
If you like to watch dystopian movies or horror movies or stuff like that for sleeping, text me.
Yeah. If you have recommendations
Write
for good
to me.
ones too
Yes.
that we don't know about,
I
let us
probably,
know.
I probably
I
know
do
them
watch
all.
them when my eyes are open. I think they're cool.
Yeah?
It's a cool movie type. But
It's like World of Worlds.
yeah, it's good
so
stuff.
Good. Like,
Not to sleep to.
yes.
Oh my God. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Fears may rise, but we're bold in every art a story told. On a journey to be brave, Jose and Don lead the way.
Why not?
Courage we try.
Penguins.
We've got fire,
Popping popsicle pussies.
break the mold. Echoes ringing through the
Penis.
Why are we 12 years old?
I don't know, because he said to say penis.
He said popping P sounds, not just wieners.
Pussy.
Peppa Pig pops that pussy.
Miss Katya upside down. Poopy puts it. No. What do you want me to try? How very fucking dare you? Zapato.
I don't know what that means.
You racist god.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes. Me. It wouldn't be my first one.
Jeez. It won't be the last.
Yes, I work in radio. I've seen many black microphones. So has them.
Our present company included.
Speaking of microphones, you like my shorts?
No, that's the. Dude, don't do that. Come on. That's the first segment. I will do it. I got it. It's all in here.
Validation that is all right. You feel all right? Yeah. Is it too dark?
You better watch it.
Cool.
What? So excited. He's like, done. You?
Wait,
What?
no, wait.
It's you.
No, you can.
Wait.
You're like,
Yes, wait, hold on.
you got a sound?
No, that was good.
Please
What
don't be,
just happened?
please don't be my husband.
I heard someone talking.
Now the people inside your head are outside of your head. Bees.
Did you take your pills?
He just did.
I just did.
He just did.
Yeah, I'm.
I may try one of those.
No, I don't. Not while I'm around. You two can have a good old ADHD party when I leave.
I had too much coffee today.
Jesus Christ.
Need to be brave on every hardest story.